You are now tuned in to channel Magical Butter. Thank you very much. Hello everybody over there who's not in front of me, and thank you everybody that's in front of me. The first thing I want to do is show you guys, well, let me introduce myself. My name is Joey Galliano. I'm lucky enough to be the executive chef of MagicalButter.com, and what the Magical Butter machine is simply a machine that allows you to make homemade compound culinary extractions with butters, cooking oils, alcohols, and glycerins at the touch of a button. Let me show you exactly how easy to make this extraction is. For this particular recipe, we're using an alcohol extraction. We're doing a tincture. So simply you're gonna put your cannabis inside the machine. You're gonna put your alcohol inside the machine. This is really difficult stuff. Actually, it's not, it's super simple. That's the beauty of the machine. Anybody can be a professional. So now we have two ingredients in here. We have our grain alcohol, we have our cannabis. We simply secure the head onto the machine. We set the temperature for 160 degrees, and we set our time for 4 hours, and it literally says tincture. That's it. The machine's gonna stir it, grind it, chop it, and leave you with a beautiful, perfect tincture. Now, just to let you know that the machine works, we went and got our gummies tested, which are made with the tincture from this machine. We have a low point of 98.9 or 99% activation and a high point of 99.4%. So the machine is not just simple. The beautiful thing, the best thing about it is it's worked. So now that your tincture's done, it's done. All you have to do now is strain it. And we even give you a beautiful straining bag. So what you'll do is you'll take the tincture, you'll strain it through your straining bag. Literally that simple. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put on my Magical Butter Love Glove, and this is gonna help keep my extraction nice and clean. So I'll just lift it, simply squeeze the nutrients to get all of it out. Boom. Now you have a fully activated tincture. Now for this recipe, what we do is we take our tincture, Magical Butter tincture. Now this is a gummy recipe. This is by far one of the most popular recipes. We're simply gonna put our tincture inside our pan, and we're gonna let this reduce down. While this is reducing down, we're gonna take our gelatin. Our gelatin mixture is 4 packs. We're gonna do 4 packs of flavored gelatin. Boom. Excuse me, my mic went off? That's all right. You guys can hear me, right? All right, so we're gonna do 4 packages of flavored gelatin. Now this is really not an intimidating process. I just wanna show you how easy this really is. Once again, the star of the show is this, the tincture. This tincture used to take me 60, 90 days. We're talking 2 to 3 months. It would never, ever come out as strong as it's coming out in 4 hours. The gentleman who created it, his name's Garen Angel. He's not just a smart guy and a pretty face. The guy has done his science, and what he's done is made sure that he's gotten the optimal temperatures and times so that anybody at home can do this and literally become a pro and regulate and make their own medicine as strong or as weak as they want it. And it's also much less expensive when you're making it at home. Now, you have your flavored gelatin. Now this is your unflavored gelatin. These normally come in 1/4 ounce packages, so you're gonna put 2.5 ounces or 10 packages inside this mixture. Now, once again, this is reducing out. While that's reducing, you're gonna mix your gelatin and you're gonna let it bloom. Now, blooming is just a big fancy word for absorption. So you're gonna let the liquid absorb into your gelatin, and that's gonna make the cook down process much easier. Now, to that mixture, we are going to use, excuse me, a 1/4 cup of agave syrup. Now you can use honey, you can use xylitol. And we're gonna use, for this, we're gonna use apple juice. You can use any flavored juice that you'd like. We recommend that you stay away from citrus juices. The absorbic acid or vitamin C tends to have a negative effect on your Delta 9 THC. We're gonna put a cup of the apple juice in here, and we're simply gonna mix this up. We're gonna mix this together and mix the juice right into here. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna whisk this together so that all the gelatin is combined. Now, is this intimidating? Anybody have any questions about this? This is pretty easy, right? We got 2 different gelatin mixtures. Now, if you're using citric acid powder because you want something tart, you'll put it in now. Now, this is gonna cook off. This is gonna bloom. And what happens is you wind up with something that looks exactly like this, which is the cooked down part. And this is now just the pure essential oil. Now, once it gets to this point, you're gonna add another tablespoon or 2 of your agave or honey, and that's just to cut the bitterness of the oil itself. And then you're gonna add your flavor extract. Whoa, there you go. You're gonna use 1 to 2 teaspoons of your flavor extract. I'm dropping this all over the place. I got slippy hands. Okay, boom, pow. So now that that's there, what we're gonna do is add our gelatin that's already been bloomed, and that's what it looks like. Unbloomed, hasn't absorbed, already has absorbed. And now what we're gonna do is simply add the mixes together. It's gonna take about 10 minutes for your gummy mix to cook down completely. And once it cooks down, it's gonna be a beautiful, smooth texture. Boom, boom, you see that? Oh, that didn't, that's okay. We'll just put her right back in here. Bang. You're gonna wanna get this completely incorporated. It doesn't look like there's a lot of oil in there, but at this point, that oil, what we call MBO, a grain of rice is gonna be your serving size. Now, we poured these in the little gummies, and we made them 10 to 15 milligrams simply because we do not want anybody to overconsume. We want people to consume edibles responsibly, slow and low. Anybody new to edibles at all? Nobody's new to edibles here, so I don't have to tell anybody here anything. You guys know. You don't want to overdo it. Once you go down that rabbit hole, it's hard to come back. Now, just to show you another little something that we could do, we have some coconut oil and some olive oil. And the process, there you go, buddy. The process is exactly the same. Now, for a lot of my salad dressings, I'll use a blend. I'll use an olive oil and coconut oil blend. The olive oil is going to keep it nice and liquid. It gives you a beautiful saturation, but that coconut oil improves the bioavailability, and it has a much higher scorch point, so you can cook at higher temperatures and do stuff like saute and fry in coconut oil, whereas in olive oil, you're probably not gonna wanna do that. So pretty much the same exact process. I'm just simply adding my oils. I'm going to add, since we're here and we're doing cannabis, we're gonna add our cannabis. And then literally, you would close the top, you'd set your temperature, you'd set your time, and then that's it. So, boom.
Tell us where here is for those people watching on Facebook.
Okay, for everybody watching on Facebook, just to let you know, we are at the National Championship Cannabis Cup here at Clio, Michigan. Just about, what, about 20 minutes outside of Flint? This is about 20 minutes outside of Flint. As you can see, our gummy mixture is cooking down beautifully. Now, when you go to pour your gummies, I would recommend getting yourself something with a pour spout. I use silicone, just simply because it's flexible. It makes everything a million times easier. Boom. See that? Look at that. And you definitely want to stir these pretty constantly. Does anybody have any questions about anything? No?
How much cannabis did you use?
About an ounce a cup. Now, if you're using sugar leaf or trim, you're going to use twice as much. Now, shake is different. Shake usually has all those little beautiful baby popcorn nugs and a ton of keef in it. So you use shake just like you would whole flour.
If I want to use a whole bottle of everything at once, like you just did.
Yes.
That's 1 ounce.
Yeah, so a lot of people normally, yes, 1 ounce will cover those 3 cups or 750 milliliter. If you want it stronger, all you have to do is simply reduce more of the alcohol out. So you use 1.5 cups instead of a cup. If you want them weaker, then you just go 1/2 cup. I mean, yeah, the tincture's kind of like the way to go because it's so god blessed versatile. And what I also found out, I have a lot of friends who are French trained, classically trained chefs, and they like to use whole butter. So I found that if I literally use a nice, beautiful shatter or a CO2 extraction, I could put it inside the whole butter, and I don't have to strain anything. You know, I literally just do the decarb process, run it inside there, and now they have their beautiful finishing butter. So when they're creaming their sauces at the end, they want to give a nice little pat of butter, they have their whole butter to use. It's also nice when you're doing compound butters, like we did a nice savory compound butter for on top of steak. We also did a bacon, blue cheese, butter for filet mignons. Came out so freaking good. Really, really good. Yes, yes, yes. As you can see, this is just about ready. Boom, boom, boom. All right. It's nice, right? This is the lemon lime.
What's the dosage on that?
This, 62 milligrams. Use the same process. Yeah, 62.5 milligrams. Where is it? It's in one of those. Yeah, that was a triple layer. I think I had a layer in there that was weak. I was very upset with that. I was hoping for 100 millis. But even that, this right here, we would consider, like if we fill this all the way up, that's like a 4 dose. You know, you cut it into 4s and, you know, take a piece, wait 25 minutes, a half hour, make sure you're not overdoing it. All right, and this is right about ready right here. Boom, pow. Boom, 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 boom.
Tell us about the molds you're going to be pouring it into.
The molds, these molds that I got are, you can pretty much buy anywhere. I got these molds at Hobby Lobbies. I got these on Amazon.com. Now we have some molds that are coming out, Magical Butter molds. What I love about them is they have nobody under 21. It's a circle with a line going through it and under on top, so it's kind of being proactive. You know, obviously there's going to be children and whatnot that have to medicate, and that's something totally different. But for your average person, we figure that's where the edibles are going. You know, very much like liquor. So why not be proactive and do it instead of having somebody say, hey, this is the only way that we're going to be able to do it. We just figured we'd be a step ahead instead of a step behind. Boom, right? So there you go. That goes in there. And now we literally just...
You want to do that while it's hot, right?
Yes, you want to do this while it's hot. Now here's another thing that helps me out. Boom, boom, boom. Keep a little napkin. Now, you can do this with your finger and lick it every time, but you're not going to be able to walk by the time you're done with pouring. Trust me. Now, see this little motion I'm doing, this little circular motion? That's going to keep everything nice and loose. Because sometimes a little hard, a thicker crust films at the top. Boom. Now we're gonna get some of our double layers. Boom. Boom.
Tell us a little bit about the double layers.
So yesterday we did a watermelon, today we did a lemon lime. And pretty much it's the same exact process, except you just give your gelatin about a half hour to cool inside the refrigerator before you pour your next layer. And then you can do layer after layer after layer after layer. It's a little bit more time consuming, but people seem to love the colors and the flavors, because now this is going to be like a watermelon limeade. Does not sound yummy. Bada bing, bada boom. Boom, boom. These are the little the angry bird pigs. I got these on Amazon.com. Those are going to be big dogs. These are going to be not so big. So does anybody have any other questions? Like, you know, are you guys giving away gummies after this? Yes, we are.
Tell them about the machine again, then tell them about our website.
Yes, the machine, once again, I've already told you, it's a way to make compound culinary extractions at the touch of a button. The name of the company is MagicalButter.com, which is also the website. We have over 200 recipes for you guys to check out. Everything that's done with, you know, 100% inside the machines to recipes that are using the butters, oils, and tinctures as a base. And pretty much after that, your recipe options are endless. And you can medicate, self-medicate to the exact dosage that you want. And remember, you're saving a ton of money by doing it yourself. So how much is a 60 milligram gummy normally?
$5.
$5 for a 60 milli? Nice. Boom. Well, imagine being able to make 60 of those out of an ounce of herb. Not bad, right? Saving some money there, sweetie? Doing good, right? All right. Boom, 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 boom.
Fill out the rest of those, and then we're going to give some away, right?
Yep, just give me 1 second to fill out the rest of these. And I'm going to give it some...
Hours, oil, water, and tincture, like 8 hours.
Yeah, so traditionally you're going to do cooking oils for 1 to 2 hours. You're going to do butters and coconut oils for 2 to 4 hours. And tinctures, glycerin and alcohol tinctures for 4 to 8 hours. 160 is your magical number unless you're working with alcohol. You can do it at 130. It's more than sufficient to get the nutrients off that plant, seeing that the alcohol is such a strong stringent. Boom.
Pouring takes patience.
Yes, it does. It's the worst part. Boom, 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 boom. Just give me one more tray.
What are you gonna do with those after you?
Yeah, after these are done, what you're gonna do is you're gonna put them in the refrigerator. You're gonna let them chill for about 30 minutes. Then you're gonna pop them out of the molds. You're gonna place them face side down on a plate and let them cure for about 24 hours. And then they're pretty much good to go. You'll have a perfect consistency on your gummy. Boom, boom, boom. Got 3 more molds. Green pigs, green pigs, happy little green pigs.
What's that again?
This is a lemon lime gummy. Our testings were done by PSI Labs, which is local. They're actually just outside of Ann Arbor, Michigan, and they did a phenomenal job. They actually got us tested within 24 hours, which is quite impressive. And we got to visit their entire lab. Dope lab, great setup. Those guys know exactly what they're doing. Boom, all right. Gummy time. Boom, bam, bada bing, bada boom, bada bam, bada bing, bada boom,
Thanks, man.
bada bam. There you go. Boom.
Give us a sign off for Facebook Live, Jeff.
Hey, thank you everybody out there for Facebook Live. Don't forget, like us on Facebook. Check out our YouTube channel. Cheers to goodness, everybody. MagicalButter.com signing out. Peace.